There are over 115 knife skins in the entirety of Valorant, and I rank them all from the absolute worst to the very best. But here's the twist. I purposefully left out one skin, and the first one to comment which skin I left out gets over 5,000 Valorant points. So just sit back, relax, and let me cook. Starting off with the worst skin in Valorant, the Venturi knife. I'm not even gonna comment, the skin is just terrible. Followed close by number 113, the Intergrade Blade. This knife literally looks like Venturi's older brother, hence why it's just an awful knife. Oh, and by the way, you have to pay almost $20 to get this knife, which is almost the worst knife in Valorant history. If you own this knife, I might have to ban you from the channel, I'm sorry. In spot 112, we got the Tilde knife. Luckily, it's a battle pass knife, but it's just not the best. In spot 111, we have another knife that you have to pay for, which is so wild because this is literally a recolored default knife. I'm obviously talking about the Prism knife. And for the next 10 knives, I'm gonna speed run through them, because let's be honest, these knives just don't deserve the attention. I'm sorry, my ugly ducklings. 3, 2, 1... Go! 110, we got the Transition Knife. 109, Kingdom Knife. 108, Nebula Knife. 107, Obsidiana. 106, Striker Knife. 105, Composite Knife. 104, Hivemind Sword. 103, Outpost Melee. 102, a word I cannot pronounce. 101, Prosperity. And number 100, we got the Ego Knife, which is the first knife on this list with different variants. Fun fact. I'm actually not gonna tell you number 99 because you have to guess which one I left out. And number 98, we got the Lux Knife, which is just too simple. I feel like this knife actually had potential, but they just ruined it. And at number 97, we got the Genesis Arc. And I can honestly see you rock this knife if you are an Astra main. At number 96, we got Bound. A pretty cool name, but an ugly knife. At number 95, we got Task Force 809. I know there's like 2 people that like this knife, so please don't flame me in the comments if you're one of those 2 people, but I just don't like it. At number 94, we got the Idrian Thorn Blade. And it is such a fancy name, but when you look at the knife, it's actually pretty mid. At least Riot is cooking with the names. At number 93, we actually gotta take a little moment because this one pains my heart. Is the Hugh Ellis knife. I feel like this knife just had the most potential out of this entire list. If they added just like a cool animation or did anything else with this knife, it would have been in the top 50 at least. At number 92, we got the Titan Mail Mace. I feel like we entered the kind of like the mid knives. Like you probably have them, never equipped them, but they don't look necessarily super awful like the ones before. But it's still just not good. I might get flamed for this one, but number 91 goes to the Hack Knife. This knife also had a lot of potential, but they just screwed it up, man. I don't know what to tell you. At number 90, we got the MK7 Liberty Combat Knife. Goddamn right, these names are actually pretty cool. This knife is pretty simplistic, but if you like that kind of style, I can see you rocking it for like 1 or 2 games. When you get bored of your other knives, of course. At number 89, we got the Guard Drill Hammer. This hammer is really simplistic, but then again, if you like the type of style, this one's for you, buddy. At number 88, we got the Reverie Sword. Come on, guys, we all know which sword this is trying to copy, and it did a pretty terrible job, but it's not the worst knife I've ever seen. I just would never buy this. That's just me. At number 87, we got the Altitude Knuckle Knife. At first glance, this knife looks okay, but then you find out how it looks when you hit something in game. It's just a disappointment, let me say that. At number 86, we got the K-Tac knife. I'm not gonna lie, I rocked this knife when I first got it. It was a pretty decent battle pass knife, I'm not gonna lie. At number 85, we got the Daydreams Crowbar. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did not know this knife existed, but the design is okay, I guess. At number 84, we got my most terrible purchase ever, and it's the Katrina knife. Guys, I don't know why I bought this knife either, alright? Don't ask me in the comments, please. I already regret it enough, man. At number 83, we got the Chrome Deck Gauntlet. When you hear that name, you expect something sick, right? But nah, it's just this thing. I'm sorry, guys. At number 82, we got the Dot Sys Melee. Honestly, for a Battle Pass knife, it is pretty decent. But am I gonna rock it? Probably not. At number 81, we got the Shell Spear Sword. Another pretty unique design, but would I rock it? Not really. But do I like to have it in my collection? Not really. But it's okay. If you use this knife, I'm not gonna judge you. And at number 80, we got by far the most popular knife in Valorant history, the Default Knife. If your favorite knife got outranked by the Default Knife, it is definitely time to upgrade. I might get flamed for this one, but at number 79, we got the Snowfall Wand. I just feel like they could have made this knife so much better, but they just got too lazy with it. Overall, not the worst knife though. At number 78, we got the Song Steel. Again, for a Battle Pass knife, it's a pretty good knife. I can see some people that don't want to afford real skins use this one. At number 77, we got the Switchback Ascender. It's basic, it's simple, it's alright. Another controversial pick, but at number 76, we got the Winterland Candy Cane. I remember everyone buying this one, probably just because they missed the Fortnite days. But this skin as a whole in Valorant kind of sucks. At number 75, we got the Kai mana knife. Honestly, I don't think anyone bought this one, let's be honest. And at number 74, we got the Sandswept dagger. Nothing crazy, just a basic dagger. At number 73, we got the No Limits bat. Is it worth your money? No. This skin is alright at best. At number 72, we got the Fortune Scepter. Not gonna lie, I didn't even know this skin existed, but apparently it's in the game. And at number 71, we got the Spline knife. I wanted to put this knife a lot lower, but because it's so unique, I'll give it some points, alright? And at number 70, we got the Orion sword. This knife looks pretty cool, but I just feel like it's missing a little something. I don't know what it is, guys. And at number 69, haha, funny number XD, we got the Neptune anchor. I mean, it's alright, it's unique, but I feel like having an anchor as a melee on a video game just doesn't fit. But at number 68, we got the Artisan foil. This one is like alright. It's not quite there, but it's alright. The next 10 knives are honestly kind of mid, so I'm gonna just speed run through them. At number 67, we got the Crimson Beast hammer. At number 66, we got the Blades of Circuit. At number 65, we got the Magepunk Shock gauntlet. At number 64, another word I cannot pronounce. At number 63, we got the Gravitational Uranium Neuroblaster baton. Jeez, what a long name. At number 62, we got the Soul Strife knife. This knife had so much potential, by the way. At number 61, we got the Prism axe. At number 60, we got the Magepunk Electro blade. At number 59, we got Yoru's comb. At number 58, we got the Singularity knife. And at 57, we got the Cryostasis Impact drill. Man, some of these names are just way too cool to look like rusty iron. But hey, at number 56, we got the Velocity Karambit. This is honestly one of the top tier battle pass knives, I'm not gonna lie to you. At number 55, we got the Relic of the Sentinel. And at number 54, we got the Iron Energy Sword. You should only have these in your collection if you bought the whole bundle, and they just came with it. At number 53, we got the Prime Axe. If you bought this one, I know you're an OG. At number 52, we got the Broken Blade of the Ruined King. If you know the reference to this specific knife, I am 99% sure that you're racist. Don't try to deny it, you League player. At number 51, we got the Blast X knife. I think this knife is more of a meme than anything. At number 50, we got the Comet Sword. Another recent but great battle pass knife. At number 49, we got the Origin Crescent Blade. The inspect on this knife is pretty cool, but that's pretty much all there is to it. At number 48, we got the Blades of Primordia. I'm pretty sure this skin got an animation nerf because of how distracting it was, which is kind of crazy. At number 47, we got the Oni Claw. I can already see you typing your comments flaming me, but I'm just not a fan of this knife. That's all there is to it. I don't hate you as a person or anything. We can talk about it. At number 46, we got the Celestial Fan. When this knife released, I know a lot of people bought it, but I see no one rocking it anymore. At number 45, we got the Valorant Go Jett knife. I mean, how cool is it that we literally got Jett's kunai in the game? The community was bugging Riot for months to add a Jett kunai in the game, and they finally did it. Did they do a good job? Not really. But it's there, I guess. At number 44, we got the Spectrum Waveform. The only valid reason to get this knife, with how expensive it is to get it for the inspect. The sound is pretty addicting. At number 44, we got the Protocol knife. Another knife that you only buy for the inspect, because the design is just not that good. At number 42, we got one of the most recent knives, and that's the Bubble Pop Light Stick, which is available now in this battle pass. And for a battle pass skin, this looks amazing. At number 41, we got the Black Market Butterfly knife. I feel like this one is pretty underrated in my opinion, because the dopamine you get if you unlock this knife's Easter egg is insane. It literally has a random chance to become a Fade or Sapphire variant. It is literally so rare, but the sad thing is that it will only last one round. At number 40, we got the OG Elderflame dagger. I mean, the knife is not that good, but if I see you rocking this one, I know you got swag. At number 39, we got the Relic Stone daggers, followed by the Blade of Chaos and the Blade of Amondir. These are all pretty good knives, but I don't know if they're buy-worthy. I mean, maybe if you watch Sword Art Online, because the Blade of Amondir kinda reminds me of Kirito's sword. At number 36, we got the Ruin dagger. There used to be not that many daggers in the game, and people will literally buy accounts to get this knife. Sadly, not that many people are rocking it now, because there's so many good knives out there. At number 35, we got the Forsaken Ritual blade, followed by the Blades of Imperium and the Eternal Sovereign. And I'm not gonna lie guys, this list is getting kinda heat. I'm gonna get flamed in the comments by every single e-girl out there, because number 32 is Ivori Spellcaster. This is the knife in the most recent bundle today, and honestly, you're gonna get bored of it pretty quick, trust me. At number 31, we got the Arexis Bioharvester. Honestly, a pretty clean knife. And our number 30 spot goes to Luna's Descent. I feel like this knife is just so underrated. It is just such a clean design. At number 29, we got the Gaia's Fury and Gaia's Wrath. I could be wrong, but I feel like both these skins are equally as good, and I just couldn't pick between the two. At number 28, we got the Radiant Crisis Baseball Bat. Something about this bat is just so simplistic and so clean. You just gotta love it. At number 27, we got the Glitch Pop Dagger dagger. This was my main knife for the longest time, and I honestly think it's still pretty good. At number 26, we got the Terminus a Quo. Come on, guys. When you inspect this knife, it literally looks like the golden snitch from Harry Potter. How can you not love it? At number 25, we got the Glitch Pop Axe. The pull-out animation just gives it a slight edge over the Glitch Pop Dagger. And at number 24, we got the Reaver knife. In the OG days, this knife was probably the best knife in the entirety of Valorant. It is crazy how it's only ranked 24 now. At number 23, we got the Miss Bloom Kunai. Honestly, a pretty recent skin, but it looks pretty good. At number 22, the most expensive knife in Valorant history, the Power Fist. For this to be the most expensive knife, and still having 21 knives better than this one is kinda embarrassing, right? But it's still pretty unique and pretty cool. At number 21, we got the Iron Karambit. Something about this game and Karambits is pretty crazy, but it's a pretty clean one, I'm not gonna lie to you. At number 20, we got the Champions 2022 Butterfly. This is by far the worst Champions melee, but it's still pretty good when you get some kills and it starts glowing, which happens to me every game, of course. We all know that, guys. Alright? Anyway, at number 19, we got the Ryu Staff. This knife reminds me so much of Dragon Ball, which is literally my favorite anime. So how could it not be a top 20 knife? Also, let me know in the comments below what your favorite anime is. At number 18, we got the Recon Butterfly. Something about the entirety of the Recon bundle is just so clean. It is the most simplistic thing ever, but the variants look so good and the animations are amazing. At number 17, we got the 2023 Champions Kunai. I'm not gonna lie, I actually regret not buying this one. It looks pretty clean. And at number 16, we got the Overdrive Blade. The effects on this knife are literally crazy. At number 15, we got the Neo Frontier Axe. Just look at the pull-out animation, guys. It's so good. At number 14, we got the Mage Punk Butterfly. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this knife is heavily underrated. And at number 13, we got the Ignite Van. This was one of the knives that was limited edition, and I actually don't regret buying it because it was pretty pricey, I'm not gonna lie. RIP my bank account. At number 12, we got the Zero Fang knife. If you want like a budget VCT lock-in knife, you can still get this one. And it is worth your money, I'm not gonna lie. And at number 11, the OG Prime Karambit. I remember upgrading this knife before you could choose to unupgrade it, so you were pretty much locked in. And I'm not gonna lie, the non-upgraded effect looks better. And now, after going through 104 knives, we finally reached our top 10. Editor, play some fancy music. No, not that one, you idiot. Yes, exactly, this one. For number 10, I picked the Sovereign Sword. There's two people that use this knife. Sinatra fanboys and people with actual class and taste. At number 9, we got the Oni Katana. The amount of montages we've seen with this knife is just ridiculous. The inspect animation of this knife is top tier. At number 8, we got the RGX Butterfly. I remember everyone buying it when this first came out, and I still see so many people equipping this knife. At number 7, we got the VCT Lock-in Knife. And guys, this was a limited edition knife, so you can't get this one anymore, but damn, this was a beauty. And now for our number 6 spot, which is of course the Champions 2021 Karambit. I am so sad that I didn't buy this one because it's so good. And now for our top 5. At 5th place, we got the Xeno Hunter knife. Come on guys, the simplistic style paired with the amazing animation just makes a top tier knife. If you don't have this one already, go buy it right now. For our number 4 spot that literally came out this year, we got the Kuronami knife. Listen, I don't know how to pronounce the name of the knife, but to come out this recent and secure a top 5 spot is absolutely insane. And now, the final top 3. The 3rd spot goes to the RGX blade. The pull-out animation on this knife is absolutely crazy. And yes, it might have less effects than something like an overdrive blade, but honestly, in my opinion, this looks 10 times cleaner. And for our number 2 spot, better than 113 knives on this list, we got the reaverkarambit. Everything about this knife is just literally amazing. The sound, the inspect, the way it looks, everything about this knife is just so clean, and I believe that it's absolutely impossible to get bored of it. Listen, I don't care if you have money or not, you better go in debt for this knife. It is literally that good. And now, the best knife in the Valorant history. We got the electrifying, thunderous Smite knife. Guys, of course that was a troll. The reaverkarambit is literally the best knife in the entire game. If you made it this far into the video, you better subscribe. I'm trying to hit 100k subscribers and I can only do it with your help. So subscribe and I'll give you a cookie. Thank you, bye.